One passenger train, one bridge, one derailment, and one death. It also remains the deadliest accident of the Sunset Limiter in Amtrak's history. This is the story of the 1995 Verde, Arizona train derailment. On October 9th, 1995, an Amtrak train called the Sunset Limiter was heading towards its destination, San Diego. The train consisted of two locomotives in the head-end, with Amtrak P32-8 BWH 511 leading, and followed behind F40PHR 398 trailing. At the time of the derailment, there were 248 passengers and 20 crew members on board, but however, there was trouble up ahead. As the Sunset Limiter was about to cross the bridge, suddenly something happened. The train derailed at about 11:30 a.m., about 60 miles southwest of Arizona. Officials stated that the train was traveling about 50 miles an hour when it derailed. 8 of the 12 cars derailed. 4 of them fell 30 feet 9 inches off a trestle bridge down into a dry river bay. Mitchell Bates, a sleeping car attendant, was killed instantly, and 78 passengers were injured, 12 of them serious. This was the second accident on the Sunset Limiter since the 1993 Big Bayou Canal, Alabama train disaster 2 years earlier, which had killed 47 people. But people are wondering, how can the Sunset Limiter derail like this, and why? The FBI and the National Transportation Safety Board determined that the cause by sabotage. They found 4 typewriting notes attacking the ATF and the FBI for the 1993 Waco siege. Citizen law enforcement and signs of the Gazando were found near the site of the derailment, indicating that the train had been sabotaged. All 4 notes were similar. 2 of the notes were found by 2 passengers who were traveling from Oklahoma to San Diego. It was also found that the rails had been shaded out of replacement to cause the derailment, but only after it had been connected with wires that keep the track circuits closed, circumstantial safety system, despite to warn an engineer of track problems, and stating that the saboteur was working on lead of railroads. Attack was likely to the 1939 wreck of the city of San Francisco 56 years ago, was similar when it killed 24 people. The saboteurs were never identified, but the FBI now believes that the sons of the Castillo per terrorist group were in fact involved in a concerted plan to wreck and rob a freight train. It was also thought that the sabotage may have been done by a disgruntled railroad worker who used the notes to mislead investigators and coursed off to the real moments of the wreck. In the end, the 2 locomotives on the head end, Amtrak P32-8 BWH 511 and F40PHR 398, were derailed but remained upright, repaired, and returned to service. However, after F40PHR 398 continues to working with Amtrak for 10 years until it got sold to NRTX, renumbered to 121, and continues to operate on this day still. Amtrak P32-8 BWH 511 continues to working with Amtrak on this day still. After 1996, the Sunset Limiter was routed to south of Arizona, approaching no closer than Missouri Core. Due to design of Southern Pacific to abandon that section of track leading in through Arizona for its through trains between southern New Mexico and Southern California. Section of track which, when the wreck took place, is now used as storage track only. Causes of this wreck has been explored in 2 modern documentaries: Why Trains Crash, Blood on the Tracks, and Derailment, America's Worst Train Wrecks. It has also been featured on the March 10, 1996, an episode called The Unsolved Mysteries. But on April 10, 2015, the Arizona officer of the FBI released a reward for $310,000 for information about the derailment, leading to the capture of those responsible. 24 years have passed since the derailment. As of today, the Sunset Limited derailment case remains unsolved.